Hey there, welcome back to another vlog. This time I wasn't planning on doing one of these so soon, but well, things ended up working out that way apparently. The reason why is because I got a package in the mail from a good friend named Jonathan Lindsay, and he wanted to see me open it, and so I decided, okay, alright, I'll do that. Also, I got this sweet new hat, this awesome killer creepshow hat. I got it from the House of Mysterious Secrets. It's a website, and they sold other hats as well, so I got that as well as this. I know, right? Look at that. Look at that awesomeness. I'm in the goddamn club, aren't I? Yeah, I could not believe there was such a thing as a Monster Squad hat, but yeah, there is, and there's also a Creepshow hat, and I'm representing, double representing, man. Creepshow t-shirt, Creepshow hat. One of these days, I need to review the film again, I know, as well as the sequel and the third movie, and Tales from the Dark Side of the movie. I know I've put off reviewing the third film for the longest time, and I did a review of the first movie and the second film a while back, but those are really long videos, and I'd rather just do an actual review, not retrospective. Just talk about the movie, not talk about my experience with it, kind of cut out the trivia and stuff like that. Just give my thoughts on the film. Before I get into the package that Jonathan Lindsay sent me, I want to show a few things that I've already opened, some stuff that I got. These are some DVDs that I got sent to me by Joel from, I believe, New Zealand. He sent me Psycho, the complete collection, which this is really cool. It's got all of the Psycho films. It's got Psycho, Psycho 2, Psycho 3, the remake, Psycho 4, Bates Motel, the 1987 TV movie. It's got the Psycho Legacy documentary, as well as some extra features on the second disc of that. Now, in Psycho 2 and 3, they have all the features, the same features that are on the Shout Factory releases, the Scream Factory releases of the films, which I was really excited for, because I only have the 4-pack, you know, with Psycho 2, 3, and 4. And is it Bates Motel, or is it just 3-pack with 3 of those movies? That's all I had previously, and they were bare bones. But this one has all the features, which is really cool, and I can't wait to check them out. Now, this set came with a generic Psycho disc. What I did is I took out the Psycho DVD that I had earlier, previously, and I put that in this set, and that one has more features and a little bit better transfer than the one on the back. The one that's included here, and the one that has its specs included on the back here. But yeah, this is a great gift, and I'm really glad to have this. I have no desire to ever own the Psycho remake, a collector's edition by Scream Factory. I don't give a shit about that, so I'm good with this. Plus, my Blu-ray player upconverts the DVDs to nearly HD quality anyway, so I have no need for any Blu-rays of those films. I'll take them though if somebody sends it to me, but I'm pretty good though. Here we have The Last House on Dead End Street. This is a special collector's edition from Hardcore. I love the little subtitle here. You bet your ass this is for real. This is a special collector's edition. Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Last House on the Left. It's over the top nasty. In this over the top nasty. Speaking of nasties, I haven't gotten them yet, but I got these, I got, Video Nasties, volumes 1 and 2. I got I think they're like the special limited editions. I got them from this seller on a Facebook group, and I paid like $27 for both of them, so I'm waiting for those in the mail. And I'm also waiting for The Sword and the Sorcerer, the, out-of-print, rare Anchor Bay release. I'm waiting for that in the mail. I got that for like $8 recently off a Facebook group, so it was a great deal. So I'm waiting for that. This has a decent amount of features on it. The movie might not be that great, but I'm definitely interested in listening to the feature. Interested in listening to and watching the features. But I haven't seen the film yet either, so that'll be different. Also got Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. These are all from Joel. He sent these to me. This is a Hammer film. And The Evil That Men Do. Charles Bronson film. I think the one that I have is not in widescreen, and I think this is in widescreen. So, plus the cover's in a little bit better shape, and I like the cover art on this a little bit better than the one that I have. And I also picked up this book that I've been wanting to get for the longest time, King Kong, the history of a movie icon, from Fay Wray to Peter Jackson. This is a really cool book. It's over 300 pages, and it chronicles all the King Kong films up to Peter Jackson's King Kong. No Skull Island, because Skull Island wasn't out yet. But this is still like the ultimate companion piece for a King Kong fan. If you're a fan of King Kong, you definitely need to get your hands on this if you don't have it already. And speaking of that, I'm not done. I will continue the Giant Ape and King Kong marathon. I'm just going to take a minor, really quick detour, and I'm going to review and do a retrospective on Howard the Duck. The reason why is because it kind of ties in with Guardians of the Galaxy. And I really wanted to do another review and retrospective on this film for the longest time. Also, it's a way for me to give back to John, who sent me so many wonderful gifts, and he sent me the film on Blu-ray, so I would like to review the film and also watch it on Blu-ray and see if I notice any sort of differences between the DVD or not. But anyway, yeah, so expect a Howard the Duck review and retrospective coming soon. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the film. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I actually think it's one of the better adaptations of a Marvel comic out there. And I will explain why in depth, if I can say the word, soon enough. Now we have the package by John Lindsay, who sent me this in the mail. So, let's check this out, shall we? He sent me a bubble mailer. Okay, so we got, oh, dude, awesome. He sent me Wolf on Blu-ray. I really like this movie. I wouldn't say I really like it, but I'm a fan of it. And I did have this on my wish list, if I remember correctly. So I'm definitely glad to have this on Blu-ray. I'll check this out sometime, because my review was a long time ago, and it was like in 3 parts, so I'd like to review it again in 1 part. So yeah, thank you, John, for Wolf. This one I'm really glad to have. I have it on DVD, but I'm definitely glad to have this upgrade, and that is Cat People. See these eyes so green, eyes like jungle running rain. You need to me. They're putting out fire like gasoline. So yeah, Cat People, the 1982 remake. Thank you so much, with the slipcover and everything. Awesome. So cool. So cool. I was just thinking about Cobra, actually, and now I have it on Blu-ray. Crime is a disease. Meet the cure. The strong arm of the law. This is where the law stops, and I start. Sucker! Yeah, I love this movie. This is a great film. I'm really glad to have this on Blu-ray. Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Cobra. Yeah. I'm gonna blow this place up. I don't care. I don't shop here. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie on DVD. Cool. I think I have this on VHS, but I'm definitely glad to have this on DVD. I've heard some really good things about this movie. Cool. Awesome. My video game movie collection. And he also sent me this anime film called Wolf Children. I haven't really heard that much about this. This is something completely different, and I'm actually looking forward to checking this out sometime. I want to save one of these days, one of these months, just an anime month, because he sent me a bunch of animes. I got like Akira, Wolf Children, Princess Mononoke. I don't know if I said that name correctly, and like a few other ones, Vampire Hunter D. I think the sequel, Wicked City. So one of these months, I want to do an anime month because he sent me so much anime, and I definitely want to check him out. So yeah, thank you again for all of that. He also sent me a little note here. Happy late birthday, Mike. I hope you enjoy the gifts I sent you, and Wolf should be a nice upgrade to your DVD and VHS versions now that you got it on Blu-ray. Yes, thank you. I actually did not have it on DVD anyway, so thank you so much. Same for Cobra. That's definitely a big upgrade. My DVD was like one of those older DVDs that isn't the best quality. Hope you enjoy Wolf Children. It's a beautiful, unique, and well-made animated fantasy drama about a wolfman and human woman who fall in love, produced two human half-wolf people kids as a mother must try to raise them, for later on the kids must decide to be wolves or humans. Interesting. It's from Madhouse Studios, who did Ninja Scroll, Wicked City, Perfect Blue, Vampire Hunter D, Bloodhouse, Spawn, the animated series, and more. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast meets Cat People and Studio Ghibli. It's got a great script and powerful ending. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it soon. It's an acclaimed, beloved, new masterpiece in anime. Interesting. Maybe next month you should review 1980 horror films and anime, plus maybe Critters movies for my birthday, which is on June 16th. July you can review fantasy films starring Willow, Princess Mononoke, Making Contact, aka Joey, both cuts, Flight of Dragons, Conan the Destroyer, and more. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Sincerely, John. Thank you, John. I will definitely review some of the films you sent me for your birthday. You sent me a lot, so I want to try to definitely get caught up with the reviews. But anyway, yeah. So again, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, John, for sending me all this awesome stuff. And just since I'm recording, I might as well just do a little quick sort of give my quick thoughts on a couple bits of movie news. I've been kind of thinking about, not enough to really do a full talking cinema on, but just a little bit, just to throw out there for you guys who have sat down and watched this video for this long. Anyway, I definitely want to briefly sort of do a little rant on the Hellboy reboot. That's just fucking shitty, to be perfectly honest. And the reason why is Ron Perlman is extremely willing to do Hellboy 3. And so is Guillermo del Toro. But for some reason, the studios decide, no, let's not do Hellboy 3, let's do a reboot. Like, that's really going to make any difference. Like, you're going to make more money with a reboot of Hellboy versus Hellboy 3. Hellboy 2, the only reason why I didn't do that well financially is because it came out against The Dark Knight. And I was one of the few people who actually saw that in the theater opening weekend instead of The Dark Knight. And I personally feel it's a better sequel than The Dark Knight. And I don't hate The Dark Knight. I just think Hellboy Golden Army is a much more dynamic and memorable and beautiful and gorgeous and just a much better movie. And definitely more entertaining. And Hellboy 2, The Golden Army didn't do that well financially because it was going up against a juggernaut. If it came out at a different time, I think it would have done better. And I think a Hellboy 3 would actually end up doing alright. Definitely do better in the box office than a reboot, because you just turned off like most of the Hellboy audience with your fucking reboot announcements. I really think Sony or whoever's involved with this should can this reboot as soon as possible and get going on Hellboy 3. You want the money? Do you want an opening weekend box office take? Do you want to win the opening weekend? Do you want to get people in the seats? Then do Hellboy 3. Because the fans that you were trying to make... The Hellboy is a niche franchise to begin with and a niche character. If you decide not to appeal to the fan base you already have, that's fucking stupid. It's retarded. It is absolutely moronic. It's so dumb. And yes, I do like the guy who they're thinking about casting as Hellboy. I think he's a great actor. He was wonderful in Stranger Things. But I do not want a Hellboy reboot. Enough with that fucking garbage. Let's give the fans a Hellboy 3 and end the franchise. Give it the ending it deserves. Don't give us a fucking reboot. I don't want a reboot. I don't know of anybody who's a fan of Hellboy that wants a reboot. Bad idea. Bad idea. So there's that. That definitely doesn't bode well with me, and I don't like that at all. And I'm trying to think of the other bits. There was one other thing that I was thinking about, but it just kind of okay. Well, there's this one. I mean, Sylvester Stallone and Jackie Chan, they might team up and do an action thriller called Ex-Baghdad, which I'm definitely curious about. I hope it actually happens. I hope it's not one of those bullshit, well, it's we got an idea for it, but it might not actually happen. So I definitely do hope that happens. And I'm on Screen Rant, just checking out some more news. Trying to see if I missed it. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, David Harbour is Hellboy. So we don't need... I like David Harbour, but no. Don't need a fucking Hellboy reboot. That garbage. Bunch of fucking bullshit. I know there's one other thing. Forgive me. I gotta find it again. Speaking of Beauty and the Beast, that's another thing I want to get around to doing, is reviewing the animated film and the Disney movie and the live action one. Maybe sometime next month. Oh, and also, speaking of beasts, I'm going to try to do this, okay? I'm going to try to finish up the Kong marathon as soon as possible. I'm going to do the Howard the Duck review either sometime tonight or tomorrow. And then afterwards, I'm going to get back into the King Kong marathon. I might cut out the other Giant Ape movies I was going to review just to finish up the King Kong films. I think that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'll go back to them later, like Mighty Joe Young. Yeah, actually, I'll probably review that. But the King Kong ripoffs from the 70s, I'll probably just skip that. I'll skip those two. Queen Kong and Ape. Maybe I'll save them for later. Someday down the road. But I'm in a little bit kind of a crunch right now. So I'm definitely going to review King Kong vs. Godzilla and King Kong Escapes. I'm trying to like make sure I have my time patterned and planned out well. Because speaking of beasts, after Kong and after Howard the Duck, I'm going to do Alien. I'm going to do the Alien franchise. And I might even check out Alien Covenant. Now, it's not going to be this weekend. It will be next week sometime. But, yeah, I'm going to do Alien. Because I need to review Alien and Aliens again. And why the fuck not? Put the final nail in the coffin when it comes to Alien 3 and Resurrection. And review AVP, Assholes versus Penises, and AVP-R. And Prometheus again, and then check out Alien Covenant. And I know a lot of people have already asked me about whether or not I'm going to review the Alien films, and I just thought, alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get that out of the way. So, I'm going to finish up the Kong franchise reviews, and then I'm going to go straight into another franchise, Alien. And then, June, I'm going to go and I'm probably definitely going to try to pick up on the horror films of the year 1980 again, and then a few other sort of random stuff. Maybe Beauty and the Beast films, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I heard about the Halloween reboot, that Michael Myers won't be immortal. Yeah, because that worked out so well in the fucking remake. But, whatever. Also, there's the Texas Chainsaw prequel, Leatherface, about teenage Leatherface, is going to get released in October of this year. Yeah, that's going to fucking suck ass. Oh, no one wants to see a movie about teenage Leatherface. And that brings me to the one thing I forgot to mention, which is what I wanted to talk about. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, is a huge bomb. And I am not surprised at all. I can't think of anyone that was excited to see that movie. I don't even know what audience that film had. So I'm not surprised it bombed, and it didn't look that good. It didn't look very good at all. And I like Guy Ritchie, but I'm not a fan of Charlie Hunnam. And I also heard that he would be up to playing James Bond. Not gonna happen. Charlie, not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen. Not in a million fucking years. But yeah. Big bomb. Huge bomb for Warner Brothers. I think it was Warner Brothers that released it. I could be wrong. It might be Universal. But it was a big bomb for whoever released it. It was just a bad idea. It just was a bad idea. I'll stick with Excalibur if I want to see some King Arthur movie. Didn't the one with Clive Owen not do very well either? Oh, and also, yeah, definitely want to mention these two things before I go. Two in development TV series, which I am really, really pumped for. One is Mega City 1, which is all about Dredd. It's the Judge Dredd TV series. The producers are trying to get Carl Urban involved, and I hope that happens. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't get involved. That has a lot of potential. A Judge Dredd TV series. It might that could be a Netflix show. That has a lot of potential. And another one that has a lot of potential, one that I have been clamoring for and dreaming about ever since I read Deadpool comics when I was a kid. Deadpool, the animated series. It's going to be a reality. It's produced by Donald Glover. And it's going to be on FX. So that means it's going to be an adult animated series. I'm super pumped for that because I think Deadpool would be absolutely perfect for that format. And I think there could be potential for a Deadpool animated series to rival stuff like Archer and a lot of these other adult animated shows. This because Deadpool is a perfect character for that type of media. And wow, I just can't wait to see the first result. And I really think they should get Nolan North. Get Nolan North to voice Deadpool, and you already have an established audience who are going to be ready and willing to be there right on opening night to watch it. I mean, I if I had the money, I would be even willing to get it FXX so I could just watch the Deadpool animated series and support it. So I have a lot of high hopes for that, and there's every reason why, there's a lot of reasons why I should have high hopes for it. And we'll see. We shall see. We shall see about both TV series. But anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on a few bits of movie news. Once again, huge thanks goes out to Jonathan Lindsay for sending me all the gifts. And also to Joel, who sent me some more gifts. And also to all of you who wished me a happy birthday, or a happy belated birthday. Thank you for all my subscribers and all my friends, old and new. And also, yeah, thanks to the House of Mysterious Secrets for this awesome hat and the Monster Squad hat. And I will see you guys later. See ya.